What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing you guys a brand new video. We're gonna be doing a high fade on my boy, so stay tuned. We're gonna be starting off by debulking the top with the 3 guard all the way closed. This is gonna be a high fade, but we also are gonna leave the C cups. Now that we're done debulking the top, we can move on to our gold FX and create our first guideline. You always want to make sure you contour this guideline to the head shape. This is so that the fade could flow better. Don't be afraid to stretch the ear, especially when you're balding them out. Now that we're done balding them out, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. You want to make sure you make this guideline around 1 inch thick so you can spread the blend. We're then going to close the lever midway and all the way close and attack that initial guideline. Don't forget to use your opposite hands to stretch the skin to give you more space to blend. Now that we're done erasing that initial guideline, we can move on to our 1 guard all the way open and create our third guideline. We are going to use the same guard and the lever to soften up this line and get ready for the half guard. Now that we're done softening up the line with the 1 guard, we can move on to the half guard and erase the line completely. Make sure to use your corners and stretch your skin so you can have more space. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated, man. It means a lot to me, man. Thank you. Now that we're done with our lower guards, we can move on to our 2 guard all the way open and create our 4th guideline. This is going to help us blend into the 3 guard on top and also get ready for our 1.5 guard. Now that we're done softening up the line with the 2 guard, we can move on to the 1.5 guard and erase the line completely. Now we're going back to our 2 guard all the way open and we're making sure that we debulk the sides, especially around the parietal ridge. Again, this guard is going to help us blend into the 3 guard on top. Now I'm just detailing as much as possible with my previous guards, and I'm also whipping out my clipper with a comb just to take out a few dark spots that I see. When you're having trouble blending between the half guard and the one guard, using your no guard all the way open and keeping it at a 90-degree angle using the raking technique will definitely help you blend between those two lengths. Moving on to the back, we're using our no guard all the way open to create our second guideline. You want to make sure you make this guideline around 1 inch thick, especially when you're near the occipital bone, because you want to make sure you spread the blend. We're also using the lever midway and all the way closed to attack that initial guideline and erase the line completely. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. We are right on top of the occipital bone, so you want to make sure you detail as much as possible here. Now that we're done softening up the line with the one guard, we can move on to the half guard and erase the line completely. Again, we are right on top of the occipital bone, so you make sure you detail. You want to make sure on the back left side and the back right side that your fade connects properly, because if not, then it won't look right. You can't have a fade that the sides and the back look disconnected. We're now using our 2 guard all the way open to create our 4th guideline. This is going to help us blend into the 3 guard on top and also get ready for our 1.5 guard. Now that the line is soft enough, we're moving on to our 1.5 guard and erase the line completely. Here I'm using my 1 guard all the way open and my half guard. Now I'm using my 3 guard all the way closed just to make sure everything's nice and even. Now I'm putting even more detail into the back using my 1.5 guard all the way open, because I still see a faint line, especially when you're done using the 2 guard all the way open. Moving on to the beard, we're going to chop it down to a 3 guard all the way closed. Before we line up the beard, we're going to go ahead and line up his hairline just so I could get a good reference line, especially near the C cups. We're starting off in the middle and working our way to the sides, especially when they're light in the middle. I always like starting off in the middle. It gives me a good reference point. When I line up my C-cups, I always start off at the bottom and work my way to the top, and I'm always using the edge of the trimmers. You always want to make sure to go as slow as possible and make sure the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmer, because if not, then you won't line them up properly and the hair is going to shift. Always try your best to keep the corners natural, especially the vertical bars. You don't want to push that too in and make it too pointy. You also don't want to press too hard because the trimmers could be very hot and it could cut them. When lining up the mustache, you want to make sure you're very delicate because you could bite them with the teeth of the trimmer. Now we're moving on to fading their sideburns, and I'm using my no guard all the way open and the lever to blend out the initial guideline. Then I'm moving on to my 1 guard all the way open and then my 1.5 guard all the way open. Now that we're done with the beard, we're going to move on to our Turkish Razor and Derby Premium blades, and we're going to make them as crispy as possible. But before we do that, we're going to apply some shave gel and use our hot towel to make the follicles as soft as possible and make the blade glide as easy as it can. When using your hot towels, you want to make sure it's not too hot because you can burn them. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you made it this far into the video, leave a comment down below of my subscriber count. This is just to make sure you guys are paying attention. And I'm 100% gonna reply to it.